The Stoic Way, Practical Wisdom for an Unshakable Life, James R. Sterling. Why Stoicism matters more than ever. Life is unpredictable. One moment, everything is fine. Then suddenly a challenge, a setback, or a crisis appears. Most people react emotionally, overwhelmed by stress or frustration. But what if there was a way to face any challenge with unshakable calm? That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy. It's a practical system for mastering life. It teaches resilience, emotional control, and how to focus on what truly matters. Unlike other philosophies that deal in abstract ideas, Stoicism gives you real tools to navigate everyday struggles, whether it's handling stress at work, dealing with difficult people, or overcoming personal setbacks. This isn't just theory. Some of the most powerful minds in history, leaders, athletes, and thinkers, have used Stoic principles to stay strong in the face of adversity. One of the greatest examples? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who ruled through war, plague, and political turmoil, yet maintained a sense of inner peace. His personal reflections, later published as Meditations, reveal how he used Stoicism to lead with wisdom, patience, and discipline. Fast forward to today, and Stoicism is still thriving. Ryan Holiday, a best-selling author, has helped bring these ancient teachings into the modern world. His books, like The Daily Stoic and The Obstacle is the Way, show how timeless Stoic principles can be applied to modern success, business, and personal growth. In this audiobook, we're not just going to talk about Stoicism, we're going to apply it. You'll learn how to use Stoic practices to stay calm under pressure, take control of your emotions, and turn obstacles into opportunities. Life isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about learning how to face it with strength. That's exactly what Stoicism teaches. And by the time we're done, you'll have a clear, practical roadmap for living with resilience and wisdom, no matter what life throws your way. Chapter 1, What is Stoicism? A simple breakdown. Let's cut straight to the core of Stoicism. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what you can't. It sounds simple, but when you start applying it, everything changes. You stop wasting energy on things beyond your reach, like the opinions of others, unexpected setbacks, or things that just don't go your way. Instead, you shift your focus to what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your responses to life's challenges. The origins of Stoicism. Stoicism isn't just some self-help trend. It's an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time. It began over 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece, founded by Zeno of Citium, but it truly took shape in ancient Rome, where three major figures defined its principles. Seneca, a philosopher and advisor to Emperor Nero, who wrote extensively on handling adversity with wisdom. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher who taught that our perceptions shape our experience. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled through wars and crises, yet kept a personal journal, Meditations, filled with Stoic insights on leadership, discipline, and inner peace. These thinkers weren't just philosophers, they were practitioners. They used Stoicism to navigate hardships, power, and daily struggles, just like we can today. Why Stoicism still matters today. If Stoicism was built for emperors and warriors, why does it still resonate in the modern world? Because the human experience hasn't changed. We still face uncertainty, stress, and challenges. That's why modern thinkers like Ryan Holiday have revived Stoicism, making it practical for everyday life. His books, such as The Daily Stoic and The Obstacle is the Way, have introduced millions to Stoic wisdom, showing how it applies to business, sports, leadership, and personal growth. The four core virtues of Stoicism. Stoicism is built on four guiding principles, virtues that help you navigate life. Wisdom, the ability to see things clearly and make sound decisions. Courage, facing fear, discomfort, and adversity with strength. Justice, doing what is right, regardless of the circumstances. Self-discipline, mastering your impulses and emotions to stay in control. When you develop these virtues, you become unshakable. No matter what happens, you can respond with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or being detached. It's about facing life head-on with a clear mind and a strong heart. And in the next chapter, we'll dive into how Stoicism helps you take control of your thoughts, emotions, and reactions to the world around you. Chapter 2, Control What You Can, Release What You Can't. There are two types of people in life, those who fight reality and those who accept and adapt. Which one do you think moves forward? One of the most powerful Stoic principles is the dichotomy of control, a concept taught by Epictetus over 2,000 years ago. He summed it up simply: some things are up to us and some things are not. It sounds obvious, but most of our daily stress comes from fighting against things we cannot control. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what is within our power and what isn't, so we can focus our energy where it actually matters. The dichotomy of control: what you can versus what you can't control. Things you can control: your thoughts and mindset, your actions and decisions, how you react to situations, your discipline and effort. Things you can't control: other people's opinions, attitudes, or actions. The past, it's done. The future, it hasn't happened yet. Random events like the weather or traffic. Once you fully accept this, life becomes lighter. You stop wasting energy trying to fix the unfixable and start focusing on what's actually in your hands. Daily application: Stoicism in action. So how does this work in real life? Here are some common situations. Stuck in traffic? You can't change the gridlock, but you can choose how you respond. Stressing won't help, but using that time to listen to an audiobook or a podcast? That's a choice. Dealing with a rude person? You can't control their attitude, but you can control whether you engage or stay calm. Letting their negativity ruin your mood is optional. Lost your job? You can't undo the past, but you can take control of what happens next. Instead of getting stuck in frustration, you can update your resume, learn new skills, and take action toward a better opportunity. Mastering the art of letting go. The Stoics weren't passive. They didn't just go with the flow and accept injustice or failure. They took strong, intentional action toward their goals, but without attachment to the outcome. This is the sweet spot. Do your best where you have control. Detach from what's out of your hands. Ryan Holiday often repeats one of the core Stoic mottos: do what you can, endure what you must. This isn't just philosophy. It's a way to reduce stress, increase focus, and move forward with clarity. So ask yourself right now, what's one thing stressing you out that's completely outside your control? What's one thing you can control today that will improve your situation? Shift your focus, control what you can, release the rest. That's where freedom begins. Chapter 3, Turning Obstacles into Opportunities. Life doesn't go as planned. Plans fall apart, doors close, and challenges show up when you least expect them. The question is, do you see these obstacles as roadblocks or stepping stones? One of the most famous Stoic ideas comes from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher who faced war, betrayal, and even a deadly plague. Despite all this, he didn't see obstacles as problems. He saw them as paths forward. His words still ring true today. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The Stoic mindset shift: obstacles are the way forward. Most people see hardships as reasons to stop. Stoicism flips this thinking. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" the Stoic asks, "How can I use this?" Lost a job? Now you have a chance to pivot into a better one. A relationship ended? Maybe it's making space for the right person. A business failed? That experience taught you exactly what not to do next time. This isn't about blind optimism or ignoring real pain. It's about choosing to see challenges as fuel for growth instead of excuses for giving up. Examples of turning struggles into success. You don't have to be a Roman emperor to apply this. Some of the most successful people in history have used this exact mindset. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. His response? "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of quitting, he used that setback as motivation to become one of the greatest players of all time. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job in television. Instead of letting it define her, she built an empire. These are not stories of luck. They are examples of people choosing to turn adversity into advantage. Reframing challenges as opportunities. The next time something doesn't go your way, pause. Instead of reacting with frustration, ask, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? What's the opportunity hidden in this setback? Maybe the challenge is strengthening your patience, teaching resilience, or guiding you towards something better. Whatever it is, lean into it. The Stoics believe that life's hardships are not here to stop us. They are here to shape us. The question isn't whether obstacles will appear, it's whether you'll use them to rise. What's something in your life right now that feels like a roadblock? How can you turn it into a stepping stone? Because the obstacle isn't in the way, it is the way. Chapter 4, Mastering Your Emotions Like a Stoic. Emotions are powerful. They can drive us to action or pull us into chaos. But being a Stoic doesn't mean shutting off emotions. It means learning how to master them. Most people react instantly to whatever they feel. Anger leads to yelling, fear leads to avoidance, sadness leads to inaction. The Stoic approach is different. Feel everything. Control your response. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Reacting versus responding, the key to emotional mastery. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. Your instinct might be to honk, curse, or dwell on how inconsiderate people are. But what does that accomplish? Now imagine pausing, taking a breath. Instead of reacting emotionally, you choose your response. Maybe you let it go. Maybe you focus on your destination instead of the distraction. That's Stoicism in action. A reaction is automatic and emotional. A response is intentional and controlled. Stoicism teaches that your emotions don't control you. Your response to them does. The pause technique. Simple but powerful. One of the best ways to practice emotional mastery is the pause technique. Whenever something triggers you, pause. Give yourself a moment before responding. Observe. What are you feeling? Anger? Frustration? Fear? Question, is this reaction helpful? Will it solve anything? Choose. Decide on the best response instead of reacting impulsively. Try this in everyday situations. Before responding to criticism, pause. Are you defending your ego or actually listening? Before sending an angry email or text, pause. Will this fix the issue or just escalate it? Before making a major decision out of fear, pause. Are you acting out of logic or panic? A Stoic's secret weapon for emotional clarity. The greatest Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, kept journals to process their emotions. Writing things down helps create distance between you and your emotions. Each day, take a few minutes to write, what frustrated or triggered me today? How did I react? What would a more Stoic response have been? This simple practice helps you understand your patterns so you can improve over time. Emotions are messengers, not masters. Emotions aren't enemies. They teach us what we value and show us where we need growth. The goal isn't to ignore them, it's to stop letting them control our actions. The next time you feel anger, stress, or frustration, pause, step back, observe. Then choose your response like a Stoic. Master your emotions, and you master your life. Chapter 5, The Power of Discipline and Habits. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, often leaving when you need it the most. That's why the Stoics didn't rely on motivation. They relied on discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the foundation of success in any area of life, whether it's improving your health, mastering a skill, or building financial security. The Stoics understood that small daily actions create long-term results. Seneca put it simply, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Success isn't about big dramatic moments. It's about consistent habits practiced over time. The 1% rule, why small habits matter. People often think change happens all at once. In reality, it's the tiny, consistent habits that create massive transformation. Think about this. If you improve by just 1% each day in a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. Reading 1 page a day turns into a full book in a few months. Exercising for 10 minutes a day becomes hours of training over time. Saving a small amount every week adds up to financial security. Most people fail because they try to change everything at once. The Stoic way is different. Make small, disciplined improvements every day. How to strengthen self-discipline like a Stoic. 1. Do something uncomfortable every day. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Whether it's taking a cold shower, waking up early, or pushing through discomfort, training yourself to endure small difficulties builds resilience. 2. Stick to a routine. Marcus Aurelius followed a strict morning routine, reflecting on his values and setting intentions for the day. Having structure keeps you on track when distractions arise. 3. Make decisions based on values, not feelings. The Stoics believed in acting according to principles, not emotions. If you commit to something, do it, even when you don't feel like it. 4th, track your progress. Seneca advised self-reflection. Keep a journal or checklist of your habits. Seeing your progress reinforces discipline. A small challenge to start today. Pick one small habit to strengthen your discipline. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Take a cold shower. Meditate for 5 minutes. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't matter what you choose. What matters is that you do it consistently. Discipline is freedom. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but in reality, discipline gives you freedom from procrastination, bad habits, and missed opportunities. The more disciplined you become, the more control you gain over your life. The Stoics didn't wait for motivation. They simply took action, one small step at a time. Chapter 6. Practicing gratitude and finding peace in simplicity. The Stoics understood something that modern society often forgets. Happiness isn't found in chasing more. It's found in appreciating what you already have. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our stress and frustration come from wanting things to be different than they are. But what if, instead of constantly seeking more, we focused on recognizing the value of what we already have? Why gratitude is a Stoic practice. Many people associate gratitude with spirituality, but for the Stoics, gratitude was a tool for resilience and contentment. They believe that recognizing what you have, rather than dwelling on what's missing, creates a sense of peace and clarity. Epictetus reminded his students to wake up each morning with appreciation for life itself, rather than immediately worrying about external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius practiced daily reflection to remind himself that even in hardship, there was something to be grateful for. The problem today? We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us we don't have enough, aren't successful enough, and should always be striving for more. While ambition isn't bad, chasing external validation without appreciating the present leads to frustration. How to practice Stoic gratitude. 1. Start a daily gratitude habit. Each morning or before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Appreciating a warm cup of coffee or a deep conversation with a friend is just as powerful. 2nd, shift your focus from lack to abundance. Instead of thinking, "I wish I had more money," reframe it as, "I'm grateful for the financial opportunities I do have." Rather than saying, "I hate my job," try, "I'm grateful for the skills I've gained and the people I've met." Gratitude isn't about denying difficulties. It's about choosing to focus on what's good. 3. Find peace in simplicity. The Stoics believed that a simple life is a peaceful life. They valued self-sufficiency over excess. Ask yourself, do I really need more? Or can I find joy in what I already have? Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort, occasionally living with less to remind himself that contentment isn't about material wealth. Gratitude creates strength. When you focus on what you lack, you create suffering. When you focus on what you have, you create peace. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it makes you resilient. A Stoic doesn't let external circumstances dictate their happiness. They practice gratitude, embrace simplicity, and find fulfillment in the present moment. That's true freedom. Chapter 7, The Art of Letting Go. One of the greatest sources of stress in life is holding on to things we can't control. We cling to expectations, outcomes, relationships, and even past mistakes, hoping that by worrying or resisting, we can somehow change them. But what if real strength comes from letting go? The Stoics mastered the art of detachment, not as a way to stop caring, but as a way to free themselves from unnecessary suffering. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you create space for peace, clarity, and real power. Why letting go is a superpower? 1. Control is an illusion. The Stoics taught that the only things you truly control are your thoughts, actions, and responses. Everything else, what people think, the economy, unexpected events, is out of your hands. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." 2. Attachment creates suffering. When you attach your happiness to a specific outcome, like getting a promotion, keeping a relationship, or avoiding failure, you set yourself up for frustration. Stoics believed in accepting life as it comes, rather than resisting reality. 3. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. Detachment isn't passivity, it's wisdom. You still set goals, take action, and care deeply, but you don't let your well-being depend on external results. The paradox? The less desperate you are for an outcome, the more likely it is to happen naturally. How to practice the art of letting go. 1. Identify what's outside your control. The next time you feel anxious or frustrated, ask, is this something I can control, influence, or neither? If you can't control it, practice releasing it. 2. Embrace uncertainty instead of resisting it. Life is unpredictable. Trying to control every outcome leads to stress. Instead of fearing uncertainty, learn to trust yourself to handle whatever comes. 3rd, shift from expectation to intention. Instead of thinking, this must happen for me to be happy, shift to, I will do my best and accept whatever comes. This removes pressure and makes you more adaptable. Strength is in surrender. Letting go isn't weakness, it's mastery. It means understanding what's worth your energy and what isn't. It means living with purpose, but without attachment. The Stoics didn't fight against reality, they worked with it. And in doing so, they found freedom. Chapter 8, Becoming Resilient in the Face of Adversity. Life is unpredictable. Challenges, failures, and setbacks are inevitable. But how you respond to adversity defines your strength, not the hardship itself. The Stoics understood this well. They didn't just endure difficulties, they used them as fuel for growth. Resilience isn't about avoiding struggles. It's about becoming unshakable in the face of them. How the Stoics built mental toughness. 1. They expected hardships. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. Stoics didn't see hardships as unfair. They saw them as part of life. By expecting challenges, they weren't caught off guard when they came. Modern example, Navy SEALs embrace the suck during training. They don't complain. They prepare for discomfort, knowing it makes them stronger. 2. They focused on what they could control. Adversity doesn't break you. Your reaction to it does. The Stoics believe that no event is inherently good or bad. It's our judgment that makes it so. Modern example, entrepreneurs like Elon Musk face repeated failures but see them as lessons rather than defeats. 3. They reframe problems as training. Obstacles are not barriers, they are stepping stones. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Instead of seeing problems as roadblocks, Stoics saw them as tests that made them better. Modern example, athletes don't get upset about tough workouts. They know resistance builds strength. How to build your own resilience. 1. Prepare for life's challenges. Expect difficulties not with fear, but with readiness. Ask yourself, if this happens, how will I respond? Visualize overcoming setbacks before they happen, so when they do, you're ready. 2. Control the controllable. Don't waste energy on what's outside your control. Shift focus to your actions, mindset, and response. If you lose a job, you can't change the past, but you can send out applications today. 3. See setbacks as lessons. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Every hardship is training for a stronger version of you. Hardships don't make you weaker, they forge you. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain, it's about using pain to grow stronger. The Stoics knew that life's trials weren't curses, they were opportunities. Your hardships are your training ground. How will you rise? Living stoic every single day. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy to read about, it's a way of living. It's not about memorizing quotes or idolizing ancient thinkers. It's about applying their wisdom to your own life every single day. True Stoicism isn't complicated. It's about choosing how you respond to life's challenges, controlling what you can, and letting go of the rest. It's about turning obstacles into opportunities, finding peace in simplicity, and showing up as your strongest self, no matter what life throws your way. Key takeaways from this journey. 1. Control what you can, release what you can't. You don't control the weather, the economy, or other people. You do control your mindset, your actions, and how you respond to life. Peace comes from focusing only on what's in your hands. 2. Turn obstacles into opportunities. Hardships aren't punishments, they're training grounds. Every challenge is a lesson, and every setback holds a chance for growth. What stands in the way becomes the way. 3. Master your emotions and reactions. Life is unpredictable, but your response is always a choice. Don't let emotions rule you. Observe them, understand them, and choose your actions wisely. Strength isn't in suppressing emotions, it's in responding with wisdom. 4. Find strength in simplicity and gratitude. The more you chase, the more you suffer. Happiness isn't in the next achievement, it's in appreciating what you already have. Keep a simple daily practice of gratitude, focus, and reflection. The choice is yours. You already have everything you need to live with strength, peace, and purpose. You don't need more time, more money, or more motivation. You simply need to decide. Will you let life control you, or will you take control of how you live? That's the question Stoicism leaves you with. The answer is yours to choose. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery. If you found value in today's content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more empowering audiobooks and insights. Make sure to check the description below for more information, links to our other content, and ways to stay connected with us. Your journey within starts here. Let's grow together. Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and stay inspired.